Listen, in life, you will encounter pain. Pain of the body, pain of the mind. Sometimes it will be light. Sometimes it will bend you. Some things you will be able to change. Others, you will not. And this is where people become confused. They spend their time fighting what does not depend on them and neglect what still remains in their hands. There is no shame in being limited. You are not a statue. You are a human being. And a human being can be tired, confused, wounded. I do not ask you to be invulnerable. I ask you to be precise. I, too, have known limitation. A body that does not obey. Conditions you do not choose. And it was there that I understood this. Not everything is in my control, but not everything is taken from me. When everything narrows, when possibilities shrink, when you can no longer do what you once did, stop and ask yourself, what now still depends on me? Do not look at what you have lost. It is already outside your power. To look there is only a way to increase your suffering. Look instead at what remains, because something remains, always, even if it is small, even if it is minimal. If the body is hindered, it is the body that suffers. If the mind is clouded by fatigue or illness, it is not a fault. But not everything is taken. There is always a small space, a space that makes no noise. And for that reason, many do not see it. In that space, you can still choose. Not great things, not heroic acts, simple things. The way you respond, the way you think, the way you endure. You can avoid adding anger to pain. You can avoid turning a difficulty into a sentence. You can avoid telling yourself, this is unbearable, when it is not. This is already mastery. Most people suffer twice, for what happens and for the judgment they add to it. You cannot always choose the first, but you can act on the second, and this changes everything. Do not ask, can I return to how I was before? Time does not return, and to desire it is another form of useless resistance. Ask instead, how can I use this situation? Even this, especially this, because it is easy to be composed when nothing obstructs you. But here is where the difference appears. When little remains, and you do not abandon even that little. Virtue is not greatness, it is consistency. It is not betraying the best part of yourself, even when it is fragile, even when it is tired, even when it is reduced to the minimum. And do not think this is small. A person who, in pain, chooses not to become worse has already done something rare. If today you can do much, do it well. If tomorrow you can do less, do it well anyway. If one day only a thread remains, guard even that, not because it is great, but because it is yours. And as long as that space remains, you are not at the mercy of events. You are still responsible for yourself. And this no one can take from you, except you.